In just a few weeks, she left her hometown, boarded a plane to the other side of the world in pursuit of a dream career, and disappeared without a trace. She was 26, a singer, attractive, and believed the promise of easy money. But what was supposed to be a job interview turned into the worst nightmare imaginable. The criminals demanded $500,000. The family received a devastating message, and according to reports, Vera was the victim of an international criminal network. To this day, no one knows exactly what happened to her. This is the story of Vera Kravtsova, and she's not alone. Thousands of people remain trapped in crime hubs across Southeast Asia at this very moment. If you want to understand the real dangers behind online job postings, stay with me until the end of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like because this story needs to be told. Vera Kravtsova was 26 years old and lived in Minsk, the capital of Belarus. She had a dream to be recognized. In 2017, she participated in a local talent show inspired by The Voice. She had charisma, could sing, and had an eye-catching appearance. But fame never came. In the years that followed, Vera worked as a waitress, sang in small bars, and did some modeling. She shared travel photos on social media, China, Vietnam, Bali. She seemed to be living well, but behind the scenes, Vera was struggling financially. It was then, in September 2025, that a seemingly perfect opportunity arose, a job offer as a model in Thailand. The promised salary? Between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. For someone struggling to pay the bills, this offer was irresistible. But you already know that when something seems too good to be true, it probably is. At the end of September 2025, Vera flew to Bangkok. She was thrilled, posting photos on social media showing she was on her way to a new life. Her family said she seemed happy and confident. But as soon as I arrived in Bangkok, things started to go wrong. According to the investigation, Vera was deceived from the very beginning. There was no photo shoot, there was no modeling contract. What there was a criminal network waiting for her. On September 20th, just a few days after arriving in Bangkok, Vera took another flight. Destination? Yangon, Myanmar. But she didn't go there voluntarily. What happens when you realize you've fallen into a trap in a foreign country, knowing no one, not speaking the local language, you're completely vulnerable. Vera was taken to what experts call scam centers. These locations exist in remote regions of Myanmar, especially near the border with Thailand, and are controlled by international criminal organizations. How do these centers work? It's more sinister than you might imagine. The victims have their passports and cell phones immediately confiscated. They're held in buildings surrounded by armed guards. There's no way to escape. And their job? Running online scams. Vera was forced to create fake profiles on dating sites. She was supposed to use her appearance to gain the trust of men, primarily from Europe and the United States, and convince them to send money. The scams varied: fake investments, donations to humanitarian causes, and urgent loans. And if you don't achieve your goals, the consequences are severe. Survivors' testimonies speak of extremely difficult conditions and mistreatment. UN estimates indicate that between 100,000 and 120,000 people are currently detained in similar conditions in Myanmar. Vera tried to stay in touch with her family during the first few weeks, but on October 4th, communication simply stopped. Vera's desperate family began seeking help. They contacted the Belarusian authorities and regional consulates and tried everything to find her. It was then that they received a message that no parent should receive. The criminals contacted them, demanding $500,000 to return Vera. $500,000. It was an impossible sum for the family to pay. And then came the most devastating news. The criminals themselves informed them that Vera was no longer alive and that her return would not be possible. But here's the most disturbing part. To date, there is no official confirmation of Vera's fate. Belarusian authorities are investigating, but have been unable to confirm what actually happened to her. Various media outlets have reported differing versions of what happened to Vera. According to some reports, when she was no longer able to generate profits for criminals through online scams, she fell victim to an even darker fate. Important: Belarusian ambassador Vladimir Borovikov issued a statement criticizing the spread of false and unverified information about the case. He urged people to refrain from spreading rumors that would further harm the family. The truth is, No one knows exactly what happened to Vera Kravtsova. The case is still under investigation, but one thing is certain: Vera isn't the only victim, and that makes everything even more worrying. A few days before Vera's case made headlines, another young woman was rescued from a similar center. Dashanima Ochirnimayeva, a 24-year-old Russian model, was also attracted by a job offer in Bangkok. She too was taken to Myanmar and held captive. But Dashanima was lucky. She managed to send out a distress signal, and thanks to the intervention of the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, she was saved. Her testimony confirmed everything that had been suspected about these centers: confiscated documents, constant threats, forced labor, and online fraud schemes. And it's not just Eastern European women. In 2024, two Brazilians, Lucas Viana dos Santos and Felipe de Moura Ferreira, fell for the same scam. They accepted job offers in Thailand, were taken to Myanmar, and forced to work in fraudulent call centers. They reported very difficult conditions and mistreatment when they failed to achieve their goals. Fortunately, they managed to escape in February 2025 with the help of an international NGO. You might ask, how's this possible in 2025? The answer lies in Myanmar's political instability. After the 2021 military coup, some regions of the country, especially near the border, have fallen outside the central government control. Local militias and international criminal groups, primarily Chinese, have seized control of these areas. They have built entire complexes, some with hospitals, banks, even entire villages, where they hold thousands of people in forced labor. Recruitment takes place like this. First, fake job ads are posted on social media and job sites. Second, the offers promise work as a model, receptionist, translator, or assistant. After online interviews, the victims are invited to Thailand. Upon arrival in Bangkok, they're smuggled into Myanmar. Once there, they're imprisoned and forced to work. And the worst part? Thai and Burmese authorities are having a hard time combating this because these areas are controlled by armed militias. It's like if they were mini criminal states within the country. After Vera's case gained international attention, several countries intensified warnings for their citizens. The Ministries of Foreign Affairs of Belarus, Brazil, Russia, and other countries have issued warnings urging extreme caution when seeking employment in Thailand and Southeast Asia. Warning signs include very high salaries with no experience required, companies that don't have a verifiable online presence, request for advance payment for visas or tickets, interviews that take place only via WhatsApp or Telegram, vague contracts or no formal contract at all, invitation to an in-person interview outside your country. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. And the consequences can be severe. Vera's fiancé, who remained in Minsk, gave a moving interview to local journalists. He said Vera just wanted to live well, like in a picture. I told her, don't trust easy promises. But who listens when the dream seems so close? Vera's mother said her daughter dreamed of opening a beauty salon or perhaps studying to become a makeup artist. She wanted to build a stable life, have children, and be happy. Vera's latest social media post features a sunny, smiling, and vibrant photo. In the comments, her mother wrote, "My dear, everything will be fine. I love you, my daughter." These words now sound like a farewell that no one was ready to say. Vera Kravtsova's case remains unsolved. Investigations are ongoing, but the lack of government oversight in Myanmar's border regions makes it extremely difficult to uncover the truth. Vera's story is an important reminder that behind beautiful promises can hide people who see human beings only as commodities. Experts estimate that tens of thousands of people remain trapped in scam centers in Southeast Asia. Many families are still waiting for news of their missing loved ones. What do you think of this case?
Do you think the authorities will be able to save all the victims of these crime centers? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If this video made you think, share it with someone who needs to know about these dangers. And if you know someone considering suspicious job offers abroad, show them this video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and leave a like so more people can see this content. Until the next case, and please stay safe.